How are you all doing, folks, and welcome back to ALCHEMOTO's garage. It's been a long time since we did a vlog or review inside the garage. We've been too busy riding on the two bikes, but anyway, this episode brings us to a review for the Gerbing XR heated gloves. So these have been very kindly sent to me by Gerbing UK. Thank you very much. To keep my hands toasty during the winter or the oncoming winter season. So we're going to show you guys how you use these gloves, the heat settings, how much heat they produce, and how you will wire them to your bike. So let's have a closer look. Come on over. Okay, folks, so in the box, your box will come something like this. Gerbing, leading in heated clothing, the Extreme. So this is the box they'll come in. Be safe, be heated. Gerbing Extreme gloves keep your hands warm, even in extremely cold conditions. Okay, so let's have a look. In the box. So the first thing you'll notice about these gloves is the extremely good soft quality leather. They are treated, but as with any leather glove in any bad weather conditions, you will have to keep them topped up with a protective coat just to keep the waterproofing. Even though they are Hypora lined, which means that if the water does come through the actual leather, there's a lining inside which will still keep your hands dry on the inside. So that's quality touch there. There is a visor wipe here on the left thumb, which is a very handy thing. A few manufacturers use that, and they're very glad that Gerbing have included that on this glove. And the fit, I'm an XL in gloves, and the fit on these is very good, as you can see. My fingers are right to the end of the glove. So yeah, all in all, the quality and the feel of these, as people who watch my channel know, I'm not really one for wearing a big, thick glove. And the problem is sometimes if you don't get the heated ones, the winter gloves are very, very thick and awkward to use, especially to use on your controls on your bike, all the switches and buttons and whatnot. But with these, because of the heating elements, they don't have to make them as thick, and even though they are lined inside to keep your hands toasty, if you wanted to use them without the heat elements, the actual glove itself is just a very, very well made glove and easy to maneuver, and obviously switch your buttons and things while you're riding. So let's get to the wiring part. Okay, folks, so in the box, this is the Y harness that you will get to wire up your gloves, and as you can see, it's called a Y harness because it is like the letter Y, that's upside down. So the bottom part here is what connects to your bike, and most adventure bikes do have the harness pre-installed, and I'm fortunate enough on the Pan America that it has the two plugs for heated elements already pre-installed on the bike from the factory, and one of them is down here. So in the summer, these can be tucked away out of use under the seat, and in the winter brought out to use with your heated gear. So this plug here, as easy as, will just plug in like so. Now this is not going to be dangling down like that because that will feed through whichever jacket you have. So if you have a sort of textile style jacket or any jacket with a liner, you can pass this wiring round the back and then through the sleeves of the liner, okay? So then the wires will be coming out of your liner, and then you can just wear your jacket over the top. And then these then will just plug straight in to the gloves out of your cuffs onto the bike, as easy as that, okay? Alternatively, if you haven't got this, this is the fused connector that you can wire to any bike. So, for instance, on the 48 down here, this does not have the pre-installed wiring from the factory. So what you can do is simply wire this up to the battery. Okay, diode protected as well, so you shouldn't get that wrong at all. Input 18 volt maximum. So wire that up. It's quite simple. You've got a red there to your plus on your battery and your black there to your negative. And then that is just your phono type connector, standard for your heated gear. So this particular wiring loom I will wire onto the 48, so I'll be able to enjoy heated elements on this bike through those cold, dry days in the winter. The Gerbing gloves, they do come with two of the heat settings unlocked, and your highest heat setting, it says here, important safety notice, please read details overleaf regarding unlocking the highest heat setting. Okay, so you have to unlock that. And the reason being is because these are the extreme gloves, and this is just their disclaimer basically to say if you want the hottest setting, you have to unlock it, and then it's down to you whether you prefer to leave that on for your enjoyment. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is test the gloves with our snap-on digital thermometer, or laser thermometer I should say. And then we're going to test the ambient temperature and then run the bike for 15-20 minutes with the gloves plugged in. We're going to unlock them to the highest heat setting and then try them at the medium heat setting after 10 minutes and then the highest heat setting after 20. And then we'll give you guys a reading inside the glove. So what we're going to do first, with no bike running, with nothing plugged in. So the ambient temperature inside the gloves is 11.2 Celsius. Okay folks, so this is after 5 minutes running with the gloves on the amber setting, which is the second heat setting. You can already feel how warm they are on the outside. So if you remember, the temperature is around 52 average. And we'll test this now. 96 Fahrenheit. 31 Celsius. And then the right glove. There you go, 89 Fahrenheit. Okay, so we're going to run another 5 minutes now on the hottest heat setting and see what that gives us. Okay folks, so that's another 5 minutes with the gloves on the hot setting, and what we're going to do is just take an ambient temperature reading over on the tank here, and that's reading 64 degrees. The garage has warmed up a little, so 56 and a half say maybe, and then the outside of the glove 70, and then on the inside of the glove 70, 67. So you can see here the heat difference. It's 68 degrees from an ambient temperature on the tank and around 60 degrees. So 68 on the outside of the glove. Now let's test the inside of the glove. And then get right inside the glove there. 114 Fahrenheit. So this is just to try and get down towards the fingers, you see. So let's take an average. 104.9. 110. 114.3 inside the glove on the hottest setting. And then on the outside there, 66 degrees, and an ambient temperature of the bike, 54 degrees. Straight inside the glove, 105. So there you go, over 100 degrees on the hottest setting. Which is why Gerbing do say that they will take no responsibility for you for anything happening while you've got these gloves in the hot setting, and only use them for a duration ride where the temperature requires you to do so. Okay folks, so there you go, that's our little field test and review on the Gerbing XR heated gloves. So we will be wearing these out on the bike very shortly as the weather dips down. So obviously we're testing them under an ambient temperature of around 55 degrees to 60 degrees inside the garage. It's quite mild here at the moment, but it shows you that the temperature difference is a 20 degree upward spiral. And the average is probably around 75, 77 degrees, even though we did record some spiked temperatures of over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in there. that will just be the hot spots. I think the average temperature is going to be around the high 70s recorded for these gloves. So it just goes to show how warm these are going to keep your hands toasty on those winter rides. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the review on these gloves. And if you're interested in the Gerbing XR heater gloves, please do hit the link down in the description below and check them out for yourselves. But for now, I'll look forward to trying these out very soon. We've got some cracking rides coming up. I've got some long rides out on the Pan Am with a special crew, and we've got the winter Camp Remember coming up. So if you haven't subscribed to ALCHEMOTO, please do hit the subscribe button. Please do like the video, comment and share if you dare. But for now, from me and from Gerbing, feel the heat. We'll see you later, folks.